Hello, guys and gals, and this is a book review for My Grandma Lived in Gooligulch by Graeme Base. I used to mispronounce that name. Now I realize it's pronounced Graham. So, you live and learn. Um, this was a book that I actually got free from a bookstore in Macomb. They were basically getting rid of books that were mis that wouldn't fit on the shelf very well. Let's just say that. And this was one of the books, and when I saw it, I'm like, oh wow, I'll take that for sure, because it's Graeme Base, and I love Graeme Base, especially Animalia. I have two copies of that one. One is a paperback copy, and one is a hardback copy of Animalia, just because I love the book so much. I also have it was something about dragons, um, and it was really fascinating. Um, I have done a reading of the Dragon book by Graeme Base on the channel. If I remember, I'll link that in the description. But anyways, yeah, this was really a fascinating book. It's written as a poem, and the art is amazing, of course, because it's Graeme Base. Um, I do want to, if it's allowed, there is a picture in here that I really like. Uh, and it's really amazing. I'm gonna have trouble keeping the book open though. So let's see. But anyways, um, let's see. Now Australia has these big lizards called goannas because the original explorers thought they were related to iguanas, but the iguana is also known as a monitor lizard and is from the family Komodo dragon. And this is just an amazing picture here of a Komodo dragon just chilling while a dingo and a rat play a game called Twopence, I believe, or something like that. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorite pictures in the entire book, just because of that. I just want to right here. Um, while in the tiny living room, an old goanna sat and played a game of two up with Dingo and a rat. Very cool. Let's go ahead and transfer back to here. But yeah, um, might read this on the channel. Not sure. Um, it was okay for me to, I think, read Animalia or something like that. I think I've actually read Animalia on the channel, and I know I've read the Dragon book on the channel as well. But anyways, I might consider reading this one as well. But yeah, also got a copy of Dragons in the Water by Madeline L'Engle. I don't know if it's part of like a franchise or a series, because I know that A Wrinkle in Time. I love that book because in grade school they read that book. It's a book that you read in grade school. A Wrinkle in Time, and I love that book too. But I think it was like maybe part of a different. I don't know. I'll have to look this book up and see if it's part of a series. Dragons in the Water, and this was another book that was free. And I'm like, oh wow, it's a Madeline L'Engle book. And she's like, oh, just take it because it doesn't really fit on the shelf very well. So I'm like, okay, this is a hardcover book of hardcover too, as you can hear. But anyways, yeah. As for this book, Graeme Base really does craft a masterful story in this particular book. Um, it is amazing, and it just always boggles my mind how someone can be so creative and amazing. You know, some people are just really born with that creative gift, I guess. But the creativity really shows in this as well. It's a very compelling story, and there's always really detailed artworks to go along with each of the stanzas, on the page before. I think that in one instance, some emus get drunk on eucalyptus wine and cause some trouble, and that's kind of, there's always these really outlandish, funny things that happen. So yeah, very, very clever writing, and definitely an instant favorite of mine for sure. Um, One book that will always boggle my mind, though, that's by Graeme as well, is Animalia. Basically, because it's basically there really is very few words, but it's like find as many things in this picture that start with A, and find as many things in this picture that start with B, and there will even be like Doctor Who references, like with a Dalek, and even I think with T there's even a TARDIS, from Doctor Who. So there's even like pop culture references in the pictures as well. And then for the A, everything across the top, there will be a sentence, but every word will start with A. The same thing with B and C and D for every letter of the alphabet. Amazing. Um, and for such a simple concept, it's just surprising that nobody else, thought of that. But it's done very, very well. But this is about my grandma lived in Gooligulch. Now, Gooligulch is located in Australia, in the middle of nowhere. And according to the book, you won't find it on any map. But it's like you can basically figure it out just from the instructions. It's like 500 miles south of this place, and it's near this place and this place, and so yeah. But it's masterful storytelling, and really, really cool. I really enjoyed this book, so I'm glad I picked it up. Um, but yeah, another book I picked up that I will be doing a review on after I read it is I've been wanting this book for a while, and so I found it at Goodwill, I think. So it was only like $2. I don't know. I don't remember how much it was, but it was like $2 or something. No, wait. I got it from not Goodwill. It was from the Crossing thrift store. That was it. So I don't remember exactly how much it was. It was like $1 or something. It's the odd ones out. How to be cool and other things I definitely learned from growing up, by James Rollison, aka the odd ones out. I'd been wanting to read this book, and so I finally found a copy of it. It's really a fascinating book from what I've seen, and I think there's actually a second book that the odd ones out put out, and so yeah, this is kind of really neat. Lots of life lessons in here too, including observations about different things. Also, apparently something about moths. That's kind of fascinating. But yeah, anyways, really cool. But yeah, that is a different story for a different time. Anyways, my grandma lived in Gooligulch. Wonderful book, one that you should check out at your local library. And it's a pretty quick read, but it is very well written. The art is amazing. I have nothing but praise for this book. And so, yeah. Check it out if you are at all interested in a good read, because it's amazing. But then again, that's just my opinion. You can either take my opinion or leave it. Either way is fine. But yeah, nothing but praise for my grandma lived in Gooligulch. So yeah, that is going to do it for this video, though. If you like this content, make sure you like and subscribe, ring the bell so you know when I upload. Also, if you want to support me in any way, or if you want to join the Discord server, all information will be in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone. You are loved, and have a great day.